Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about some upcoming editions that I'm very excited about. All of these books will be out this year, except for the first one I'm going to show. But let's begin. I've never bought any books from Suntup Press before, so I was very excited when I saw the latest release, which is Life of Pi by Jan Martel. This edition right here, illustrated by John Ching. And if you're unfamiliar with Suntup Press, they do limited editions that are very well made, usually with very interesting binding designs and materials used, often letterpress. And this specific edition comes in, firstly it comes in three different editions. We have the classic, the numbered and the lettered edition. But I managed to get a copy of the classic edition, which sold out in pretty much a day. 500 copies. It's a printed letterpress, and it's illustrated, as I said, by John Ching. It's also signed by the author and the illustrator, and it looks like a fantastic edition. And for the price, I think it was $180. Getting a letterpress and a signed edition is just outstanding value for money, I think, especially for a modern popular book like this. So look at this this illustration here. The book just looks fantastic. The color scheme, the oil painting here is great. And this is the illustration for the dust jacket. And here we have the numbered edition, which is a lot harder to get, of course, especially when people have I'm not very, I don't know the system exactly how it works, but I think if you have purchased lettered and numbered editions before, you have a chance to get like the same number or something, and you have like a priority on some editions. So these also sold out so fast, you can't get any of these editions anymore. But this is the numbered edition, which have 250 copies, is bound in leather. But the one that for me might be one of the best looking books I've ever seen, it's the lettered edition, which is 26 copies only. It was very expensive, I think it was about $2,000. But just look at this book. That's just insane. It has a real wood, a resin. It just, yeah, it looks unbelievable, honestly. And I'm a bit bummed that well, the price is a bit too much, honestly. But just look at the printing here as well. It looks like an outstanding edition. I'm very excited for those of you out there who managed to get a copy of this one. It's bound to be a fantastic edition. And we can see here on news, I think we can check this status on this book. It's expected to come in spring, I think, so it's going to be a while. It's currently at the book binding phase, this classic edition. I hope it will come a bit earlier than spring. I imagine these two will take a bit longer. But the classic edition I got, and I'm very excited, and as soon as I get it I will show it on my channel, of course. But that was Suntup Press. Moving on to Taschen. Taschen is releasing this book. It has been released, I think, 101 Nights by Kane Nielsen. I have the limited edition of this one. This seemed to be quite similar to the commentary I have on the limited edition, so you get a lot of Kane Nielsen's artwork, all of it I guess, but you also get short summaries of the stories, as well as commentary on the, on the artwork, I think. So if you don't want to pay for the limited edition, which has some plates that you can put in a frame, you can get this one, 50 euros, pretty decent price. It's a pretty large book as well, 31 centimeters tall and wide. So that's a book. I'm probably not going to get it since I have the limited edition already, but I thought some of you might find this one interesting. And then we also have this book, which is a 40th edition of the XL edition, which is right here. I think I will get this one instead, Contemporary Japanese Architecture. It will match well with my living in Japan. Living in Japan, in the same series, 40th edition. So it will be a nice book to get. Really into architecture, especially Japanese architecture, so this one is perfect. And next up we have some news about the Library of Esoterica series. I read on the Foolish Fish Discord server that Taschen are planning to release at least 2 more books in this series. We have one being released in autumn of this year and one in spring of next year. So very excited about that. I love this series that Taschen has made. I've been thinking about what sort of topic they will cover this time. Maybe alchemy is the one that makes most sense, but I would love to see them do like angels and demons, deities, creatures, anything like that would have been very nice indeed. But I'm glad they are at least continuing making these books. I've showed all of these ones on my channel already. They're just filled with artwork from all over the place. Can't go wrong with these editions if you are into the occult, into esoterica, or art, just art. If you are an art lover, it's a perfect edition as well. So very happy that they are continuing with this series, the Library of Esoterica. And then finally we have the Hobbit illustrated by the author, which will go perfectly well with my 2 books right here, the Silmarillion and the Lord of the Rings by Tolkien, also illustrated by the author. It's the same series, but this time in a green cloth. So this one is releasing in September the 14th. I'm very thankful for that they are making this one, because I wanted a complete set of the 3 main works of J.R. Tolkien. So fantastic that they have decided to continue with this final book of this set. But those were all of the books right now that I could think of that I'm excited about. I have, of course, some Fully Society have 2 limited editions, I think. One is of Shakespeare's complete work. It's going to be expensive, so I don't think I will get that one. And also another book I can't remember right now, but when I get some news about it, I can share a bit more when we at least have some, or when it's released, I can talk about it. But it wasn't a book that I'm very interested in anyway. But that was all. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are excited by any of these books, please tell me and we can discuss it in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.